Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. In today's one we are back on the Harlem Line, so big thanks to DOVETAIL Games for giving us the key to show it off. We're going to be running a non-revenue Deadhead train from Grand Central to Crestwood. Now I'm guessing a Deadhead train is probably a empty coaching stock train, sort of, no one's on it, it's just sort of a dead train, because no one's on it. I'm guessing that's what it means. Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? Yeah, so I'm guessing this, Deadhead train is an ECS move. Let's pop that in, so we get to see quite a bit of the line in a small amount of time. Let's get that off, so yeah, we're going to be running fast to Crestwood, which will be fun. Make sure the marker light's off. Let's get going. Oh, safety systems as well. They're fairly easy-ish on this route. Let's get them on. There we go, that one and that one. And let's go. I think that's everything. Actually, I'll keep that on as, yeah, I'll keep that on for now. I think I'm fairly confident doing this route HUDless now. Well, confident-ish. As it's a video, I'll keep it on though. But yeah, how is everyone finding the route? I've heard very good things about the route. It's just brilliant. It's a really, really good route, and probably the best American commuter route there is in the game. I think by far it does beat Long Island. Out we go. Yeah, Crestwood's 16 miles. It said about sort of 26 minutes this service. Which you get from one end of the line to the other. I think the fastest services are about 50 minutes. So we're going about halfway up. Let's have a look. And a bit more than halfway up. Probably about 2/3 of the way up on today's journey. Sort of the main sort of urban section. Because once you sort of get past Crestwood, it starts getting quite sort of, rural. Well, not rural, but much more greenery about. Pop that down. This is the tedious bit. 10 miles an hour. All the way out of Grand Central. To sort of when you first get in the tunnel. 700 odd yards. Let's get out of here. Top speed should be about 75 today, I believe. Goes up to 60 first, though. What does everyone prefer as well? The M3 or the M7? Personally, I think I prefer the M7. Yeah, I'd say probably the M7. I do quite like sort of the older trains, the M3. But yeah, I think for me it would be the M7. Just because of the new sounds and the PIS boards inside as well. Yeah, I would say M7 for me. That's my favourite. Why is there? It's a little speaker there on the right. What's going on there? You see it? It's sort of, yeah, don't know. See it moving. Pop that down. British Ace fashion to go a bit quick. 400 yards now until the 60. Keep popping that down. Probably the longest part of the journey, getting out of Grand Central. But no, Grand Central itself does look really good. Even though it's the underground bit, just the way the lights are, it's just being done really well. As opposed to, say, New York Penn on Long Island, which is fairly similar. The way that looks, yeah, Grand Central on here, amazing. You should see the tunnels which we'll be coming up to as well. They look really good as well. If you compare that to the one on Long Island. A lot of comparisons to Long Island, but then it's sort of this first, but it's sort of fairly similar. Quite slow coming out of the starting station into the tunnels. Almost there though. So yeah, we'll be passing through. I'm going to try and list out the stations. I feel like I'm fairly confident-ish with the stations now. So we'll be passing through Harlem, Melrose, Tremont, Fordham, Botanical Gardens. Then you got like the 3W stations. You got Williamsbridge, Woodlawn, Wakefield, Mount Vernon, and then you've got after that you've got Bronxville. What is it like? It's like Tonho, something like that. Tonho. No, Tuckahoe. I think it's Tuckahoe. And then you've then got Crestwood. Right, let's whack that straight up. Yeah, look at this. It just looks so good. The detail on that. And they're not all sort of all clean. Doesn't look all modern. It looks old. It looks, grimy. I don't know. It just looks it's been done really well. I can hear an M7 there coming in. And let's look at the lighting in the tunnel as well. It's a cathedral of light. Everything about this route has been done really well. I don't know how long they've been working on this route for. In fact, I can see, when was the first time we saw the Harlem Line on the road map? Well, I think this was sort of when they updated the... let's have a look. Harlem Line. Let's see, when was the first time we saw... Or the sort of first time we knew about the Harlem Line? Probably would have been on a road map stream, wouldn't it? No, road map video. Shall I try and find it? I think it was sort of January time, wasn't it? Road map. I think it was January. I'm trying to have a look. Let's have a look. As we go along, keep up one eye on there. Yeah, there you go. I think November the 30th. Yeah, the new US passenger. Yeah, so pretty much December, very early, late November, early December. We first found out about the Harlem Line. So yeah, I guess that's about 4 months or so. So I suppose they started planning it probably back in late September, early October. I remember Matt saying before, this was a couple of years ago, it's about 2 months planning and then 4 months of, well, making. So in the planning, getting all the pictures, all the bits and details you need, the sounds, all sort of planning it out. But yeah, look at this along here though. That's the detail on the walls. Got a 45 coming up, which these on here. It's gonna get angry in a second. The S, I believe, is stop. R is 15. M is for 30. L is for 45, and 60. Well, is for 60. So it goes up in 15s. And then I think N is just sort of normal. So you come out the tunnel and straight away, you look behind us, you get the beautiful skyline of New York. Look at that. And of course we're going to get some horn action as well, why wouldn't we? Oh, hello. No, oh no. See, I try and get a nice outside shot and it gets angry. Really? Just try and get a nice shot on the outside. Damn you. There. Right now, let's try and get back up there and turn it on. I can't at the moment because of the train sort of propulsing forward to the sort of headsway. A second, I should be able to get back up there. I know what I can do actually, there's a camera for that. We get that on. That should now be all happy again. There we go. This is Harlem, 125th Street we're coming up on. You're speeding along. So the cars sort of shoot through, shoot under. Oh, has it really done it again? No, I don't think so. Oh, it has as well. See, get a perfect run and this happens. Right. Quick! Before it gets really angry. Access, 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 access. There, see? You can't stop me. It's not happening today. And then just turn it back on. There you go. Nothing happened. Right there. Right, I need to really keep an eye out this time. I'm sort of looking at cars whizzing through and going on the outside shots. We need to just pay attention to the train. There's Harlem though. Look, it would be nice to try and get a fly-by shot. No, we won't. Not yet. So it'll be Melrose next. We go past, which actually is a fair distance away because you've got the Hudson on what goes off before that. Yeah, across we go the Harlem River. That bridge that goes up right on the edge of the river. Which I think actually that thing there you can see, that's on the, yeah, that's that track on the northeast corridor, I think. The old northeast corridor. If you, what is it? I think it is actually called like the Harlem Yard, and you can see that track going off. So that must be that track then, going off. Yeah, so that's okay. That's quite cool to see. In fact, I'm gonna do my Google Maps. Let's go on Google Maps quick. Yeah, I think that's the same track, which you do see. There, right. Let's quickly look up Harlem. Yes. So it's quite difficult trying to drive and also look up Google Maps. Right, Harlem. Manhattan. There it is there. So that's the line there. Yeah, that's where that goes over, and you get that there. Yeah, it is. That is, yeah, that's part of the Harlem Yard, which goes just part of the northeast corridor, I think. Well, I think. Yes. I think. Maybe not. It might not be. Yes! There we go. Buzz me all you want. Or is it? Where's that one? That's... Maybe not. Or maybe it is. I'll have to have a little look at some point, but I think that probably is what, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you might notice a little pause at some point in the video. Well, you might not, but that's just me ending the recording and starting it again. So then the video size isn't too big to put onto the USB to take it over to then edit it. This is Melrose coming up. You've got some sort of random lights there on the track. Right, I'm going to quickly do that now. So you might just saying, yeah, the video file isn't above 4 gigabytes, as we are at 60 FPS at the moment in the game and on, well, 61 there, and on the video recording. Which all Train Sim World 2 videos on the console are at 60 FPS. Well, the streams are at 30. Well, I don't really notice a difference though. I heard 60 is better, so do that. Got 75 coming up. Next one along is Tremont. I think that's probably how you pronounce it, Tremont. Let's get that up. This thing goes up before the actual HUD speed goes up, so if you're doing HUD, just be aware of that. On we go. This nice early morning sprint to Crestwood. Yeah, this is like a Deadhead. The video probably just will be called Deadhead. Deadhead M3. But yeah, I'm very much liking the Harlem Line. And it's just the way sort of you get that transition from the countryside to sort of under one of the biggest cities in the world. It's great. Here's Tremont. I suppose if you were to compare it to, say, a British route, I'd say probably the Brighton Main Line comes to mind. You start off, say for example, North White Plains being Brighton. Fairly, green, not the biggest of places. Well, Brighton isn't that big of a place. It's a city, but only just. And then sort of making your way, to all the different sort of villages, towns along the way. And then finally coming into the big city, which in the Brighton Mainland case would be London, sort of at the last, few miles. It's great. So if you aren't into American routes, and you sort of are looking for one to try, this is the one. Like when when Long Island Railroad come out, that's sort of what got me into it a bit more. I used to love playing Long Island Railroad, not as much anymore. It's still a very good route, but now we've got this. So Long Island sort of got me into that sort of American commuter passenger stuff. It sort of reminded me of the British, third rail. Here's Botanical Gardens, third rail commuter. It just reminded me of where I live in the southeast, and this, again, sort of third rail, going from the sort of countryside into the city. That's great. So yeah, if you are looking to get a bit more involved in the American routes, get this one to start off with. If you're into passenger stuff, you won't regret it. It's on Steam, Epic Games, Xbox and PlayStation. 6.8 miles to go. What time did the service begin? 5:56. It's been about 20 minutes. Plenty of that. I mean, look, another train already, an M7, which they just look brilliant. The front, the blue on it, the weather, everything about it. This one's Williams Bridge, which there isn't actually a bridge, I don't think. About another really short platform. The Deadhead Bud. There we go. We got the Deadhead Bud. That will be the video title. Well, it might be. I might forget. Deadhead Bud. As these, I believe, were built by Bud. These M3s. Five and a half, almost. The next one along is, this is like the 3 W's. So you got Williams Bridge, Woodlawn, and then Wakefield, all beginning with W. That one's next. So is that going to tell me to come down beforehand? It is. Okay, so it does give you time then. Okay, that's good, because I thought it changed when you got there. I suppose if you're still going above 60 once you get there, then it puts on the penalty brake. So I guess any second now it should say 40 on there before it actually does on the game go down to 40. Maybe? Yeah, there you go, so it does it beforehand. Gives you a bit of time to come down. Cool, and then back up to 60. This is where you get the, I believe the New Haven lines going off. So that would actually connect up at New Rochelle on the old North East Corridor on Train Sim World 2. So where you get that junction, you go to the left, the right would come to here. It'll be Wakefield next. Don't worry, don't worry. Yes, there we go, we're all good. The hours for 45. This is Wakefield. And after this, you've got Mount Vernon. No, we might be following something. We do have a yellow. So we have to skip pretty much all of the stops on the slow line. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are catching up to something. Wakefield. Next one is Mount Vernon, which is just round the corner. Cool. Pop that up. After this, you've then got Fleetwood, I think. Yeah, Fleetwood after this. Fleetwood, Bronxville, Tuckahoe, and then Crestwood. There you go, through we go. Guessing the 45 was probably for this. Cool, and it goes up to 55, I'm up to 60 again soon. Although we are still restricted to 45 as it says else. Yeah, we'll go over that again if you have just joined us on the premiere. S is for stop, I believe. R is for 15. M is for 30. L is for 45. And 60, well, is for 60. There you go, we got that one out. Went out to N, which I think is just normal. So, normal line speed. I'm learning as I go along as well. So, let's get up. Here's Fleetwood, I believe. Oh, hello, it's gone right down already. That didn't last for long. Back we go. That didn't last for long at all. That must be following something. Then we got a yellow again. It's got to be for that. So you see we're getting a bit more greenery now as we sort of head out of the main, part of the city. 2.5 miles to Crestwood. Stay at this for now. That's Crestwood, so it's Bronxville next. In fact, I'm doing my Google Maps. No, I'm not yet. No. Down to 30. Yeah, we're following something, most definitely. To come down here as well. It's gotta be. There you go. No, right, quickly, Google Maps. I'm going to see where North White Plains is. North White Plains. It is... Oh, yeah. North White Plains. There's Scarsdale and Hartsdale. So you're still fairly close to sort of the centre of New York, but a fair way up. Yeah, so you're... Well, I suppose, like, on the, suburbs of the main area. So you sort of go from the centre all the way to the suburbs. Yeah, it's very nice. Yes, yeah. What's it to now? Oh, still 30. Well, it's 30. These stations are all really close to one another. Let's watch it going through this station. A zoom ahead. Should be alright. What could go wrong at 24 miles an hour? A lot of things on this. And these here, I believe, send a train can pull up on the fast line, and then you can then unload people, obviously with, like a wooden plank going across onto the platform in an emergency. Yeah, alright. I just want to get a... Oh, I thought I'd done it again then. I just want to get a shot of the train coming through. There we go. This is Bronxville, and Tuckahoe next, which is just around the corner, and then Crestwood. It's quite weird, they're all sort of little 2-coach units. Which has always sort of surprised me. You'd think, it would be a bit more than that. Some sort of, you know, urban commuter train. Let's have a look. We must be following. Yeah, we are following. So we got an hour now. Down to 15. What is it? What are we following? That's what we're following there. I think it's gone back up now. Oh, we're going into Crestwood track 4. Back to 30. So the blue marker is the sort of signal speed, and then the red one is the track speed. There's an M7. Does it very good. There we go. There's the M7. This is Tukaho. Lovely stations up this way. Slightly older, but do look very good. Not 0.6. Coming across the points here, I think. As it looks like we're going, yeah, right over. So we'll see the other train, which we were following for a little bit. There it is there. Which on here you can go really close to the other trains as well. It's pretty insane how close you can actually get. Wait, track 4. There's only 3 platforms here. How does that work out? Yeah, track 4, but there's 3 platforms. You'd think this would be track 3, wouldn't it? I don't know. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Unless there's one. Yeah, it might be one slightly further up on the left-hand side. Possibly. Track 4. Where's track 1 then? Well, sure this is track 3. That one goes to track 2 there. I don't know. Oh, have you got the fast line? No. Doesn't matter too much if you go on past, because if we stopped on the marker we wouldn't fit in the platform. That was a nice service, enjoyed that. That was rather good. Well, that is going to be it, everyone. That's it. So when does this one go back? At 6:34, and that goes back to Grand Central, I would imagine, yeah. That's going to be everyone for today's Train Sim World 2 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Big thanks to DOVETAIL Games for giving us the key to show off the route. Links can be found in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all, take care. Bye guys.